guy. I've been labelled with that for years.
I know everything about Poo. Absolutely everything.
Have you ever wanted to enter the high-octane world of buying and selling cars? Do you lay awake at night stressing over which garage will offer you the best value and the repairs needed to turn that dumpster fire of a car you bought into the money-making machine you deserve? If you answered yes to either of these questions, the Car Trader is here for you. Car Trader is exactly what the name implies. Ultimate Games have brought the oft-overlooked flipping sim straight for mobile and nestled it into the Nintendo Eshop. Players are tasked with buying wrecked cars in an auction format. Like in any flip scenario, the object is to buy low and sell high, so players must then pay to have the repairs done to their investment. Here, you get to decide just how much you're willing to spend and have it directly attribute to the quality of work done. Buy a knockoff BMW at a great price? Pay for the premium work in hopes of striking it rich. Conversely, spend a little too much on that name-swapped Ford, and you may want to spend a little less fixing it up. Unfortunately, that's the totality of the game. When you load up the game, you're greeted by a welcome screen, some quick instructions, and sent on your merry way. On the positive side, subsequent playthroughs have the game immediately pick up right where you left off. Visually, and we're going to say this with a straight face, Car Trader is a lackluster affair. In fact, the graphics consist of photos of wrecked cars. The names have been changed in order to avoid licensing fees, so instead of a BMW, you get the WBM. Players press A to either select the car they want or move on to another auction. Once you've found your diamond in the rough, and the bidding ensues. By now, most everyone is familiar with the wild antics that can be had in a bidding war. Over-the-top calls and hand gestures fill the halls, the energy pouring through the arena. Except none of that's here. Instead, stock headshot photos pop up as a timer winds down. Once won, the players can continue bidding on cars or select their garage option. Here you have to select between one of 5 garages to do repairs. Once completed, it's back to the auction where you can sell your ride. The same stock photos greet you as you nervously wait for the bids to rise, culminating in that momentous sold call.
Five, ZD5, I would have it, five now, quarter, have it, five, ZD5, now, ZD5, ZD5, now, ZD5, 75, sold your way, 65 and a half, 21, Andy Rock,
The one piece of voice work here is the absolute pinnacle of the game. Sounding more like a speak and spell from the 80s, the overly digitized wording is the only sound you'll hear outside of a few dings and dongs when the bids are entered. The background music is also a forgettable affair with 2 songs. While not atrocious by any means, it wears out its welcome after hearing the same bass music and bidding music swapped back and forth. The gameplay here is just as lacking. The entirety of gameplay is nothing more than navigating poorly constructed menus with a button press. While coming over from its mobile roots, the touch inputs stayed behind. This is perplexing, but ultimately wouldn't have changed much here. The lack of any true system stops this one dead in its tracks. There is nothing built into the gameplay that encourages you to return or to dig deeper. After completing the tutorial, you have essentially done everything that the game has to offer. Car Trader at its core is just a port of a lazy mobile game. In fact, do you really need me to tell you how I feel about it?
No, sir, I didn't like it.
The stock photo-based bidding sim does the bare minimum required to even be classified as a game. There's hardly any user interaction required in what ultimately is a time sink of pressing the A button. The core concept, while intriguing, is never engaging or challenging. This one has to be avoided at all costs. Hey, thanks for checking out the Hawksley Gaming Project. Do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. And if you would, go ahead and hit that bell icon. That way you'll be notified anytime we drop new content here on the HGP. Until next time, this is Hawksley GP. Peace!